Guys, I wanna share a story with you guys right quick that's going to put a little bit more emphasis on why I make it a point to invest in people rather than products. I invest in people. Now, what we're going to be talking about here, we're going to be talking about Michael Saylor. And I ran across something today on something he's about to do, but it's a milestone, something about his milestone, notching a very important accomplishment on their list. And this video, or this article per se, that I'm about to talk about, is going to, I wanted to demonstrate on how I think when it comes to people, just people in general, people who run these crypto projects, and why you really have to pay attention to some of the things that's not said, or some of the things that are said, but you need to be able to, it need to spark some curiosity in your minds on why you should, when you find a person or someone that's over a project, you need to watch the moves that they're making, especially if they have a history of striking oil or gold. Guys, this is your first time here. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button, guys, and get us up there in the algorithm. But I'm not gonna hold you up. We're gonna jump right over here, and we're gonna talk some crypto news now. Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, he enters the top 100 U.S. public companies, secures 97th spot. Now, guys, this is no small feat by any stretch of the imagination, but don't even worry about that. I want you to look at what he did. And this is why I examine the people behind the companies. Okay, anyone that's invested in MicroStrategy, they love this guy, and anyone in crypto, you should love this guy as well. But we're gonna come down a little bit. It says here, MicroStrategy has broken into the top 100 publicly traded companies in the U.S., landing the 97th place. The milestone follows a remarkable 12% surge in its stock price, closing Tuesday at $430 per share, people, after crossing the 400 mark earlier in the day. The rally aligns with Bitcoin news of all-time high of over $94,000. Now, this is what I say. You have to think like a venture capitalist. This guy bet big on Bitcoin. He bet big. And this is a, for all intents and purposes, this dude is major. He's up there at the top. So when you look at him willing to bet big with Bitcoin and it pay off, it tells you the type of brains that they have and the visionaries that they are to look ahead. These are the type of people I watch. Whether they're in crypto or any other thing, I watch them close. I watch the Elon Musk, the I used to watch Bill Gates, the likes of all of them, guys. Steve Jobs. These are the people I watch because I'm like, you have a proven track record. What you don't see is the things that they failed in. But these guys are not afraid to put a price tag on something and say, you know what, I'm going to throw my money at that because this is the vision. I see it. And this is the guy you should be watching, guys. So check this out. In 2024, MicroStrategy has become one of the most compelling market stories, with its stock surging over 500% year to date, outpacing Bitcoin's 100th growth during that same period. Over a 5 year span, the company's stock has skyrocketed 2,739%, outperforming even tech giant NVIDIA. I told you it's not a small feat, which has gained 2,688% in the time frame. MicroStrategy currently holds 301,000 Bitcoin, valued at over 30 billion based on recent market prices. And guys, and if you think that he just started buying Bitcoin, you'd be sadly mistaken. This guy saw what it was going to become. He saw it early. He says, I want in. And when a lot of people was calling him a fool, he was buying up Bitcoin. But guess what? Now he looks like a genius. This is what I'm telling you guys. When you're looking at these projects, you have to put on your venture capitalist hat and say, what if there's a chance that this is not foolish? This project, or what the visionary sees, Dominic Williams, Casper team, likes of those. So it's something to be considered, guys. Let's continue. So the company's bold bet on Bitcoin as a treasury asset, adopted in August 2020, continues to yield impressive results. Guys, do you know how many ups and downs we've been in the market since 2020? We've went from, oh, Bitcoin's, it's not going to be anything, down, to, well, but what about Bitcoin in the past? Doesn't matter. It ain't performing now, down. Do you see what I mean? This People like him, like Michael Saylor, are unfazed by the people who are uninitiated. What I mean by that, the people who lack vision, they can't get out their own way. They can't see what he sees. Keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. And now that Bitcoin is at $94,000 per token, you can't even get this man's name out the press. But back then it was, oh, I'm pretty sure all these other giants out there were like, this guy's crazy. I'm not buying no Bitcoin. Something to think about. It says here, on November 18th, MicroStrategy revealed that it had acquired 4.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. The firm also announced plans to raise an additional 1.75 billion through convertible notes to increase its cryptocurrency holdings. To fund its Bitcoin acquisitions, MicroStrategy plans to issue senior convertible notes with a 0% interest rate maturing in December 2029. This guy can't get enough Bitcoin. So it should make your brain tick. Why? Well, you see now, but I've been telling you guys this for months and months. Look at what the big time, the guys with the money doing. YouTube and people on YouTube thinking they know this and that, and in your comments and different things, guys, you got to kill the noise. Kill the noise and think for yourself. Be a free thinker. These are the people you watch. These are the people you watch. Let me continue. So I want to come back down here because I wanted to scroll down here because what he's about to do now, he's about to pitch Bitcoin investment strategy to Microsoft board. MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor has announced plans to deliver a 3-minute presentation on Bitcoin investment strategy to Microsoft's board of directors. In other words, he's about to go in there and say, here's what I done. Here's my results and what I have yielded from my investment starting back in 2020. That's what you guys should be doing. Speaking during the November 19th X Spaces event hosted by Van Eek, Saylor confirmed he had been contacted by the activists responsible for the proposal to Microsoft's board, prompting him to agree to the presentation. I'm going to provide a 3-minute presentation. That's all you're allowed, and I'll send it to the board of directors, he stated. Well, all you need is 3 minutes. Hell, there's a saying, guys, that if you can't make your pitch, and they call them elevator pitches, in 2 to 3 minutes, as long as it take an elevator ride, then you're not really sure about your product, your investment, or whatever it is you're talking about. You should only need 3 minutes if you really have it all. Well, considering Michael Saylor's track record, 3 minutes is all it takes. He really should just get up there and say, just look at my track record. Just Google me. Google what I did. Google how I saw where Bitcoin was going before a lot of people, and I got in it. This is what I talk about when I come to you guys and saying, when you're investing, you need to be looking at the people behind these companies or behind these tokens. Look at the people, look at their track record, and then for a second, get out your own way and say, what if? What if they know what they're talking about? Just because it's unheard of doesn't make it impossible, does it? It doesn't. So what if they do know what they're talking about and what they're working on. The rest of the world just haven't caught up yet. These are the things I be thinking about when I bring you these projects or when I'm studying and researching. And then I put my venture capitalist hat on and I say, you know what? It's worth some money because you might be right. You might be right. So that's what I wanted to bring you guys, and I wanted to share that with you to kind of take you into my psyche and kind of prepare you guys on where you should be, especially my beginners, the type of mind frame you should be in when you're looking in anything to invest in, period, but mainly cryptocurrency. With it being so speculative, the best thing you can really go on to make sure that you're kind of driving down the right lane is look at the team. Look at the team. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know down below. What type of things do you look at before you get in the project? Are you really just looking at how much money I can make, or are you someone that looks in and say, you know what, I'm taking a vested interest in this team and this company because if they're right about what they're trying to do, this can be not only great for my pocketbooks but even better for society. So you guys let me know down below. I'm out.